Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. So starting a new year also conjures up thoughts of new marketing tactics to grow your business. Here to share what he does best, Niche Market Media's John Ontal, a WHHI-TV news partner, tells us how to differentiate yourself from your competitors and win the online game. Very interesting. Very interesting. Welcome back, as always, and glad to have you, and glad for the information because it's always very helpful, even for myself with custom audio video. I learned so much from you.
Thank you.
So the internet is a crowded space. What is the single most important thing a business should do to differentiate themselves from the competitors?
Yeah, a lot of what I do are redesigns. Okay, excuse me, for websites, and usually somebody's website was maybe about 5 years old, 6 years old, sometimes 8 or 10. And so when people are going to those old websites, it's not now. They're seeing like an older website, and so it's the number one thing is design. If you've got a website that looks about 10 years old and then one that looks 2014, that's the number one thing. People click off those. Design used to not matter as much, but the number one thing is design.
Wow.
Have a great design. That's it, the number one.
Well, I know we are working on a new design for for our website, and it's going to be clean, it's going to be elegant, and it's coming along fabulously, and you'll be helping obviously on the back end of that.
Sure.
And it does make a difference. I love it. I can't wait till it's done and it flies, because it's going to be great.
Yeah, and I've got a little formula that helps businesses. And I wish I was crafty enough to it would spell like a name.
I wish you could patent it and make a lot of money off of it for yourself.
Well, I just want to help as many people, and then hopefully that comes back to me. But I'm going to tell everybody what that formula is, and if I remember it correctly, but it's DCPF.
What's that mean?
I thought you never asked.
I know.
The D is design. You have to have a good design. It has to look good on a mobile. It has to look good on a desktop.
Right.
And usually there's 2 versions of that as well. The next, you have to have, so if you get them there and it's nice, but the content is old, or it's no good, or it doesn't, as you say, if it's not elegant, or if it's not to your niche, you're done. So if it looks good, great, but then you've got to get them with the content. And the content is copy, video, and images, okay? The next thing, if they like those 2 things, typically what's someone going to do? They're going to email or maybe pick up the phone.
Contacts.
Right. And so you have to have people. I'm going offline, you have to have the right people in place. So if you've got those first 2 elements, the design and the content, you have to have a person that's good at answering the phone, that's good at servicing people. And so, you know that. You have to have good people, because if not,
absolutely,
you're going to be out of business. And then the last one is F, and that's the follow-up.
Right.
And the follow-through.
And the follow-through.
Yeah, and so if you've got those 4.
Hardest part of being in business is the follow-up and follow-through, but it's the reason, at least I think for custom audio video, that we've been in business for 18 years is because even though that is the most difficult part of it, that's what we do.
Sure, and you guys do it really well.
Thank you.
Do it really well. I've seen all the testimonials.
But what else can businesses do to stand out in that crowded space, John?
There's another one too. I probably should have put this in there too.
Okay,
so
go ahead.
We're going to throw that, and that's P.
What's that?
Placement.
Oh.
So what do you think that means?
Well, you have to be in the right place at the right time. So when they're clicking, you're there.
A very smart business owner that I know said that she wanted to be smothered. That's her word, everywhere. Slathered everywhere. And so, in what that means to us that don't, or to those that don't know what slathered everywhere means, that means placement. So you're coming up in Google searches. Your news feed is relevant when people are on Facebook. The other one that's pretty easy that most businesses should be on is Instagram. It's just I don't recommend every business do everything, because it can be too much and too diluted.
Right.
But Instagram's a great one. It's images and a quick little blurb, and you don't have to have a huge long post.
Quickly, why don't businesses do more of what you're speaking about for the online marketing?
Because they don't have time. Period. They just don't have time to do it.
It's period. You can say it. Period.
If people get that, we're in good shape, but most of them don't, but they just don't have the time.
So you can help them.
Yes.
John Ontal, Niche Market Media. Find him. He
You're
does a
awesome.
great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we will be right back with Talk of the Town.